Right guys and girls, Mark Cottrell here answering your golf questions. Great question here from Julian on the AskGolfGuru channel. He's asking, going to play in my first Pro-Am soon, any tips so I don't embarrass myself? This is a really good question, and a common question I get asked when people go on events that are like bigger than they normally play in. A few things to think about with this. Point one is go and enjoy yourself. Simple as that. Like, go and enjoy the experience. Go to watch how the pro plays. Talk to the pro about how they play. After the round, maybe talk to the pro about how you played and expectations and shots you took on. Were they the right ones? Those kind of ideas. Use it as a learning experience and a fun experience. Watch how they deal with situations. Watch how they generally won't compact errors. They'll make errors. Pros, certainly in those kind of level Pro-Ams that I guess you're playing in, you know, the pro's going to make errors, but you're going to find they ain't going to make error on top of error on top of error, which is one of those big defining differences often between your handicap golfer and not. Ways you can go and not embarrass yourself. Don't expect more than you already deliver. Just because it's a Pro-Am, that doesn't mean you're going to play better or worse. You'll play within your normal ranges of play. You might play a little bit worse because you're nervous, but generally you'll just play within your ranges. So one of the biggest problems I used to see when I used to play Pro-Ams, and I hated playing Pro-Ams, they were tough because they're generally quite slow, is people are over trying. Like they've got 5 practice swings and normally they take 1. They're reading putts from every angle where normally they don't. They just get behind the ball, look down and read a putt. They're like over applying themselves, thinking that will make them better. The reason the pros are better than us is not because of the amount of application you see them do in tournaments. That's just their process that they've worked out works for them. They're pretty good in practice rounds as well, when they might not be taking that long also. That's often to deal with the situation they're in, which is very different to your situation in a fun Pro-Am. They're performing well, generally, the pros, because they're well practiced. That leads on to the next idea. Try and get your level of practice leading into the event just raised up. Just, you know, if it's coming in 2 months and you hit balls once a week, let's start hitting balls twice a week. You haven't got time to do that? Let's start hitting some chips in the garden 2 or 3 times a week. Let's start picking our putter up 2 or 3 times a week in your office. Let's go to the range with the one chance you've got and have a certain amount of block practice where you're just hitting your 7-irons over and over again, or your driver. But then let's start playing some holes on that range. Let's hit some drivers, then down to a 7-iron with some targets, with some fake disasters. So I would, on a range, if I wanted to apply my practice a little bit more realistically, I'd have targets, but one side is a miss that I'm not allowed to hit because it's a pretend lake, or it's an out of bounds, or it's trees. The situations you're going to get in when you go and play in your Pro-Am, and work out which clubs keep you in play a bit more. Over apply. Don't change your routines. Keep the routines that you play normally. Go with the idea that you're going to have fun. Go with the idea that you're trying to learn from someone, in theory, I presume is a better player than you, unless you are a pro, but I presume you're the am out of the pro. So yeah, go with those things in mind and just enjoy it. People over apply. Don't have more practice swings. You're going to be a bit nervous. You're going to be scared that you're going to embarrass yourself. If you laugh and enjoy yourself, that pro ain't going to care as long as you're having fun. Their job is to make sure that you're having fun because you're paying to be in them, and they're making money or trying to play for money because you're enjoying it and paying to be in that situation. If they're a bad pro, they'll make you feel awkward. Most who play the Pro-Am circuit, they're experienced. They'll try and hope, or I would hope they make sure that you're having the fun that you should be having in that situation. Hope that helps answer the question. Great question. If you've got questions you want me to answer, hit the comments up down below. Doesn't matter what it is, it's answering your golf questions here for you golfers. The YouTube algorithm can do one. Let's just try and help you.